Excuse me, Mia. Could I speak with you for a moment regarding my plate?
Of course, Leo. Is everything all right with your meal?
Actually, I think there has been a slight mistake. I ordered the grilled chicken salad with vinaigrette, but it looks like I received a beef burger with extra fries instead.
Oh, I am so incredibly sorry about that. Let me quickly check your order on my handheld device. She taps the screen. You are absolutely right. You requested the salad with no onions. This must have been a mix-up with the table behind you.
No problem at all. It happens. However, I am quite hungry. How long will it take to get the correct dish out?
I will prioritize your salad immediately. It should only take about 5 to 7 minutes for the kitchen to prepare a fresh one. Would you like me to take this burger away now?
Yes, please do. Also, I noticed my soda is a bit flat. Could I possibly get a fresh one while I wait for the salad?
Absolutely. I will bring a cold, bubbly soda right out to you. Since we made a mistake, that drink will be on the house.
That is very kind of you. Thank you, Mia. You are very welcome. Please enjoy your lunch, and let me know if you need anything else.
Sam, I have this digital camera I never use. Do you think I could sell it online?
Definitely. It looks like it's in great condition. Selling online is easy if you create a high-quality listing.
Where do I start? Do I just write camera for sale?
Not exactly. You need a catchy title. Use keywords like the brand name, the model, and the condition. For example, Canon PowerShot G7. Excellent condition with charger.
That sounds professional. What about the description?
Be honest and detailed. Mention how long you've had it and if there are any scratches. Buyers appreciate transparency. Also, mention what is included, like the memory card or the case.
Should I take a lot of photos?
Yes, good lighting is the most important thing. Take photos from the front, back, and sides. If there is a small scratch, take a close-up photo of it so there are no surprises for the buyer.
What about the price? I bought it for $400 3 years ago.
Electronics lose value quickly. You should check the market value. Search for the same camera on the app and see what other people are charging. If most are $150, you should price yours around $140 to sell it faster.
Okay, $140 sounds fair. What happens when someone wants to buy it?
They might send you an offer. You can accept it or negotiate. Once you agree on a price, you'll need to handle the shipping. Pack it carefully in bubble wrap so it doesn't break.
Thanks, Sam. I'm going to take the photos right now.
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
Hello, I would like to return this sweater, please.
I see. Is there a problem with the item?
Yes, I bought it last week, but when I got home, I noticed it has a small hole in the sleeve.
I am very sorry about that. Do you have the receipt with you?
Yes, I do. Here it is. I also kept the original tags on the sweater.
That is perfect. Since the item is damaged, would you like to exchange it for a new one, or would you prefer a refund?
I really like the color, so I would like to exchange it. Do you have another one in a size medium?
Let me check our stock. I am sorry, we are sold out of the medium in blue. We only have it in green or red.
Oh, that is a shame. In that case, I think I will take a refund instead.
No problem at all. Since you paid with a credit card, I will put the money back onto your account.
How long does it take for the money to appear?
It usually takes 3 to 5 business days. Please tap your card on the machine now.
There we go. Do I need to sign anything?
Nope, you are all set. Here is your return receipt.
Thank you for your help. You made this very easy.
It was my pleasure. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Good guy.
Hey, Chloe, what are you looking at on your laptop?
I'm trying to buy those new noise-canceling headphones, but the prices are so different on every website.
That is true. It pays to shop around. How much is the first one you found?
On this big electronics site, they are $200, but on another site, they are only $175.
That sounds like a great deal. Does the cheaper one include shipping?
Let me check. Oh, wait, shipping is an extra $15.
So the total is $190. That is still cheaper than the first site, but not by much. Have you checked for any discount codes?
I haven't done that yet. Usually, I just look for the lowest price.
You should try a price comparison tool. It shows you the cost from 10 different stores at once.
That is a good idea. She types on her keyboard. Look, this store has them for $180 with free shipping.
Now that is the best value. Is the store reliable? Did you read the reviews?
The ratings are very high. Most people say the delivery is very fast.
Perfect. Before you click buy, make sure to check the return policy. Is it free to send back if you don't like them?
Yes, it says free returns for 30 days. I'm going to order them now.
Good choice. You just saved $20 by taking 5 minutes to compare.
Thanks for the help, Daniel. I'll buy you a coffee with the money I saved.
I'll hold you to that.
Oliver, can you help me with this website? I am trying to buy some things for our camping trip.
Of course. What have you found so far?
I want this tent. How do I add it to my cart?
Just click the big green button that says Add to Cart. See? Now the little basket icon at the top has a 1 next to it.
I see it. Now I also need 3 sleeping bags. How do I change the number?
Click on the sleeping bag first. Look for the drop-down menu labeled Quantity. Select 3 and then click Add to Cart again.
Okay, done. Wait, I made a mistake. I added 4 by accident. How can I fix this?
Don't worry. Click on the cart icon to view your items. You can hit the minus sign to decrease the number, or just type 3 in the box.
That was easy. Is there anything else we need?
We should get a flashlight. Search for LED flashlight in the search bar at the top.
Here is a good one. It has great reviews. Should I add it?
Yes, go ahead. But wait, check the options first. Does it come in different colors?
It comes in black, silver, and red. I'll pick the red one.
Perfect. Add that to the cart, and then we can proceed to checkout.
Wait, I want to save this power bank for later, but I don't want to buy it today.
Click Add to Wish List or Save for Later. It will remove it from the cart, but keep it on your account.
Great idea. Now the cart is exactly right. Let's pay. Sarah, I ordered a new jacket 4 days ago, but it hasn't arrived. How can I check where it is?
Do you have the confirmation email they sent you when you bought it?
Yes, I have it right here on my phone.
Open the email and look for a long string of numbers. That is your tracking number.
I see it. It's a very long number. What do I do with it?
Copy and paste that number into the search bar on the shipping company's website.
Okay, I did it. It says the status is in transit. What does that mean?
That means the package is currently moving between different cities. It is on a truck or a plane right now.
Oh, okay. It also says arrived at sorting facility. Is that near my house?
Not necessarily. A sorting facility is a big warehouse where they organize the packages before sending them to your local post office.
I hope it arrives soon. Is there a way to get alerts?
Yes, click the button that says Sign up for notifications. They will send you a text message when the status changes to Out for Delivery.
Out for delivery. Does that mean it will arrive today?
Exactly. That means the local driver has your package in their van and is on the way to your street.
That is very helpful. Wait, look at this update from this morning. It says delayed due to weather.
Ah, that happens sometimes. It means the package will be a day or two late because of rain or snow.
I understand. I will just have to be patient. Thanks for explaining these words to me.
Anytime, Leo. Checking the map is half the fun of shopping online.
Daniel, did you see the email from the store? They want us to write a review for the blender we bought last week.
I saw that. We should definitely do it. I really like how it works. How do we start?
First, we need to give it a star rating. Usually, it is out of 5 stars. What do you think?
I think it deserves 5 stars. It is very powerful and easy to clean.
I agree. Now we need to write a headline. It should be a short sentence that summarizes our opinion.
How about great blender for smoothies? It's simple and honest.
That works. Now for the main part. We should describe what we like. I'll start. We use this every morning. It blends frozen fruit perfectly and is not too loud.
That's good. I will add something about the design. It looks very modern on our counter, and the buttons are easy to understand.
Should we mention any negatives? To be helpful, a review should be balanced.
Well, the power cord is a bit short. We have to keep it very close to the outlet.
That is a helpful tip. I'll add, the only small problem is the short cord, so check your kitchen space.
Perfect. Do we need to upload a photo?
It's not required, but it helps other shoppers see the size. I'll take a quick picture of it next to a toaster for scale.
Great idea. Now just click Submit.
Done. It says our review will be live on the website in 24 hours.
I feel good about helping other people make a choice.
This fruit looks delicious, Sarah. I want to buy some apples and a watermelon.
I agree. The quality here is excellent. How are you going to pay?
I'm not sure. Do they take credit cards here?
Many small stalls prefer cash, but let's check the sign. Ah, look, it says cards accepted.
That is good because I don't have much cash in my wallet. Is it better to use a card?
It is very convenient. You just tap your card on the machine. It is faster than counting coins.
That is true. But sometimes I worry about security with my card. What about mobile payments?
Oh, you mean using your phone? I use that all the time. You just scan the QR code on the counter.
Is it safe?
Yes, it is very safe. It uses your fingerprint or a face scan to authorize the payment.
I should set that up on my phone later. For now, I will use my debit card.
Wait, check the total. If it's under $5, some shops have a minimum spend for cards.
The total is $12, so it should be fine.
Perfect. Don't forget to ask for a receipt.
Good point. Excuse me, can I pay by card?
Certainly. Just tap right here. There you go. Would you like a bag?
No, thank you. I brought my own. Could I have my receipt, please?
Here you go. Have a nice day.
Thanks. You too.
Hey, Sarah. I'm trying to buy this denim jacket online, but I'm a bit stuck. There are too many choices.
I can help with that. First, let's look at the style. Do you want a classic fit or something more modern, like an oversized look?
I prefer the classic style. I don't want it to look too baggy, but I can't decide on the color. Should I go with light blue or dark indigo?
Light blue is great for spring, but dark indigo looks a bit sharper for dinner dates. What's your wardrobe like?
Mostly black and gray.
Then definitely go with the dark indigo. It'll pop. Now, the most important part, the size. Don't just click medium and hope for the best.
Why not? I always wear a medium in stores.
Online brands vary a lot. You need to check the size guide. Look at the measurements for the chest and sleeve length. Do you have a measuring tape?
I do. Let me check. Okay, my chest measurement matches their large better than their medium.
Good catch. It's better to have a slightly loose jacket than one you can't button up. Also, check the fabric. Is it 100% cotton or does it have some stretch?
It says 98% cotton, 2% spandex.
That's perfect. It means it has a little bit of stretch, so it will be more comfortable to move in.
Awesome. I'll add the large indigo to my cart.
Wait, before you pay, check the return policy. If the style doesn't look right in person, you want to make sure you can send it back for free.
Good point. It says free returns within 30 days. I'm ready to buy.
I really want these red sneakers, Mia, but $90 is too much for my budget right now.
Don't pay full price yet. Did you check for a discount code?
A discount code? Is that like a paper coupon from a newspaper?
Exactly, but for the internet, it's usually a string of letters and numbers like Save 20 or Welcome 10. You enter it at the checkout.
Where do I find them?
First, look at the top of the website. Many stores have a banner offering a discount if you sign up for their newsletter.
Oh, I see it. Sign up for emails and get 15% off your first order. Should I do it?
Definitely. Just use your email address and they will send the promo code instantly. Also, you can search on Google for store name plus coupon code.
Okay, I found a code that says free ship. What does that mean?
That stands for free shipping. Sometimes saving the delivery fee is better than a small discount on the item.
Good point. Let me try the 15% off code first. Wait, it says invalid code. What did I do wrong?
Check the expiration date. Some codes only work for a few days. Also, make sure there isn't a minimum spend. You might need to spend $100 to use that specific coupon.
Ah, I see. This one expired yesterday. Let me try the newsletter code instead. It worked. The price dropped to $76.50.
Perfect. Now you saved money and got the shoes you wanted.
Thanks, Mia. I'm never buying anything online without searching for a code again.